Stream my end. Monitor 2. What am I doing?
I think this is fun though, the whole camera shit.
Yeah, I'm happy with it so far.
It's an interesting experiment, I guess.
Wonder how it's going to go with this session though, with what I've got planned. Right.
Well, to be fair,
he's gonna kill us.
Yep.
Sorry.
Dex messaged me in the middle of the week, and I was like, "Hey, Il already got his webcam, so did you get yours?" I was like, "Well, I fucking Il got it already. I better order mine."
I just thought, like, because you needed to buy one, it's like that's the kind of thing I know I'd forget to do. So I was just like, since I'm already thinking about it, I'll just give you a bump.
Honestly,
on it.
I just wanted to do the bag on my head gag, and to do that, I needed a webcam. So
it was a great fucking gag.
That was good. Yeah.
He messaged me like late last night, said, "Hey, I need to test my camera's working. Can we hop on a call?" And he put it on his bag. I was like laughing for like a good 5 straight minutes.
That's good.
All right.
I did have a white bag, like padded envelope sort of bag, but trying that out, it made me look like a KKK member with a big pointed. Which I think would not be the. I mean, it would have been interesting to join on a call with that as like a first impression.
Yeah.
I think probably best not.
Yeah, that's like the instant fucking screenshot and just post it. Always
It's
unlucky.
Like a bag in the background or something as well.
All right, so I'm just about ready to start. Let's get this going. Where's the music intro? Let's go. Last we left off, the Wayward Wanderers had finally departed the Asimor Woods, accompanying Adriellis on his way to the Lord's meeting. But not before Andros showcased his unique ability to summon and minorly control the mysterious shambles of the island. An event that left all the Nadziratelli stunned and with concerned reactions. Something more akin to natural law had for the first time been attributed with a sense of directed purpose. A disconcerting thought for all with the foresight to predict what this might entail. Adriellis, as Baylor can attest, was always a stoic and secretive person, never letting the entirety of his knowledge ever be known and keeping his cards close to his chest, and now was no exception. He was deliberately evasive when multiple questions were asked, and at times just outright stopped talking when he no longer wished to speak. He made for at least a bit of an awkward travelling companion. It was, in the nicest way, a little off-putting to be travelling with a person that the group knew to be incredibly old, wise, and powerful, yet he chose to not speak about things that they desired to know. It wasn't too long before the group reached their destination, and after only being minorly accosted by the guards did they make their way to the Lord's mansion. After announcing himself at the door, Adriellis was entitled to a singular companion, and both him and Baylor went inside to partake in this historic meeting, the likes of which had not happened for many generations. It was a somewhat combative affair, owed to the fact that Dewey was the host and the centre of most of the discussion. Steadily, and with some convincing, Dewey eventually agreed to stay away from the tree line and halt his deforestation efforts. But who's to say what amount of irreversible damage may have already been done? There was also a brief mention of the plight that non-Elven citizens had within the city of Ralrelven, but Lord Persian Relven did his best to assure the lords that these worries were misplaced and that the rumours were simply the result of the free market working itself out. Outside of the meeting, the Wayward Wanderers reaccustomed themselves to the once familiar market of Ralnibelgup. A few decided to hit up old friends and catch up with the likes of Big Anatoly, while a few others decided to skulk around, keeping tabs on old acquaintances of theirs. A large explosion halts any kind of merriment and steals everyone's attention. A large pillar of billowing smoke coming from the residential area to the west. Though you are all split up, you each begin running to see the cause of the commotion. Wayward Wanderers, I must remind you, every action has a consequence. This island is very unique, but in some ways the same as everywhere else. Evil and malintent can be found around every corner. Whether you find it, or even pursue it, is a different matter entirely. Wayward Wanderers, I usually would ask what you want to do, but I believe I already know what you'd like to do, as you're all charging towards this commotion. It does take you a while, about like 2 to 3-ish minutes for you all to arrive. Cedric arrives ahead of everyone else due to being faster and reacting far quicker than anyone else and immediately bolting towards the scene of the crime. Cedric, what you see when you first arrive is destruction like you've quite never seen it before. The stacks surrounding the city, you've known them to always be very destitute and shack-like buildings stacked on top of each other. And what you can immediately see as soon as you start coming into view of what's happened is that whatever was on the bottom of one of these shacks exploded and has sent reverberations through the entire stack of houses above it, shattering them and tearing out the entire front of them. There are still many stacked behind it, unharmed as of yet, but this billowing pillar of smoke is coming from the bottom floor where this has all happened. On your way here, you did also notice faint purple sparkles from inside the cloud of smoke itself. And here at the front, you see many people gathered around, but you notice a couple of guards, one of which looks rather shell-shocked at the events, but the other seems to be taking a more direct approach, ordering people around, "You there, get out! Move away, don't inhale the smoke!" And he's trying to push everyone out and keep everyone back from where they currently are. You arrive to see a litany of bodies down on this front floor of the building. Many of them missing many limbs and just being completely ashened and bloodied. You're the first to arrive. What are you doing?
Can you mark on the map where this is roughly?
Yeah, I was about
This
as well,
is like
nice.
around here. So like down bottom left.
Can you do it again? I didn't see.
Oh, can you
Okay,
mark it with
thank you.
something?
Oh yeah,
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 there you
yeah.
go.
Oh, okay, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, mark it with gray marker. Where it's really apparent. Anyway,
Misfit.
yeah, that's better. Okay.
I mean, you're meant to be looking.
Well, you know, what Sid would do in those situations, even with the gods there, I think I would look past the gods at least and see if anyone needs help.
Roll me a
Is there-
perception check.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, how far behind the rest of us?
Only like 20 to 30 seconds, so it doesn't take too long. It's a pretty low roll. Sid, your eyes are sort of like watering up from the smoke that's around here, and you're getting probably a bit too close. Definitely a bit closer than the guard is like trying to push people away from. But you are able to discern, even with such a low roll, because it's just patently obvious. Whatever exploded was at the bottom floor. It's taken out all the front wall and most of the side walls. The back walls of the buildings, even several floors up, still somewhat remains, and they do not look structurally integral. Even if all four walls were still there, you do not know what could happen even at the slightest touch.
Well, I would like to get closer to see if anyone needs my help, but that means getting past the guards, right?
The guard's just trying to get people back for their safety. He's not gonna like fight you for it. He's very much just trying to act as like a barrier.
I want to get closer.
But
Green man, don't go any closer. The smoke, it'll do you bad. Don't go, don't breathe it in. Just get away.
I look at the guard and guys, here we go. I'm gonna put my finger in my mouth. Fuck. All right, so I look at the guard and I tell him, "Do you know who I am?"
What? No, just doesn't matter. What's just don't inhale the smoke.
I
Can
kind of
we-
gently push him aside and move forward.
He doesn't
What
stop
were you
you.
gonna say, Tony?
I wanted to ask before we like forced our way in if Zinni could sense if anyone, basically, could she sense the dead and if anyone had died?
You know what? Roll me just a general wisdom check, please.
Hold on.
If we've all arrived, can I do a perception check as well? Someone had said.
Yeah,
I
at
think
this
it's
point
this
you
one.
have all arrived,
Is
so
that
you
the
can
right
roll
one?
a perception check as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
One question.
Mm-hmm.
Where was the Carrion King's shop?
It was like around here in the market.
Okay.
So, Zinni, you sort of close your eyes and like concentrate for a second once you arrive
he's a
here.
Snoopy on
That's
the
it.
screen.
He's a big dog. Holy.
That's a fluffy boy.
He's yeah, I can see what you mean by he's annoying.
He does just seem
So
so
cute.
incredibly fluffy, though.
Oh, he's very fluffy.
Yeah.
He's very yeah. We removed like half a kilo of fluff at the groomer. Yeah.
He's such a
Stop!
small dog.
I mean, he looks big right now, but he's like medium size for sure. He's like
Oh,
12
yeah.
kilos. 12 kilos. And I got him on my lap, right? He's not on the floor.
Yeah, still.
He
Adorable.
just has a big head. That's all.
He just sat on your lap. So
I grabbed him because it blurs it out otherwise. So
funny.
and now he's biting my feet. Great.
He still thinks he's a puppy.
He
All right.
was chill, like I said, but yeah, second puppy face.
So, Zinni, you close your eyes and concentrate for a second. You being a cleric of a god of death allows you to feel these things a lot better than everyone else. Concentrate for a moment and you don't get an exact location, but you definitely feel the presence of several people that are just barely clinging to life. You also feel many people are dead, and you feel presence of people's souls slowly departing their body. Who have you rolled perception checks? Anxi, Andros. As you two sort of like look upon what you can see, little bits of the floor still remain on the upper floors. Anxi, you do spot there is a pile of rubble in the back corner on the first floor. So not the ground floor, the first floor. We're talking British here. And that pile of rubble is twitching slightly. There's likely someone under there.
So is everyone near me?
You are all like in close proximity now, except Baylor, who's still in the meeting.
Right.
I think
So
it's Oh, sorry, Karen.
Yeah.
I will telepathically tell everyone what I'm seeing immediately, or at least whoever's closest to me,
Of
and I will
course.
try to. Well, is there a safe way for me to check what exactly that is?
What do you mean safe way? And how are you? What are you trying to? How are you trying to
Well-
check this?
Investigate, but the thing is, so you're saying that. Just a second.
There's a great time to choose to eat something.
Yep.
What,
I
what are
guess
you been eating?
mango
He's a
flavored
snacker.
popcorn. Yeah.
Mango flavored popcorn.
I've never heard of mango flavored popcorn either.
Yeah, same, but
It's
it's
good?
pretty good. Anyway, so
Okay.
you said that in this building there is like a huge fucking hole,
Yeah, basically the
That-
whole front wall has been completely blown off on all floors.
and somewhere on the same floor there is meant to be this rubble that I can
One
see.
floor up. Yes, you can see a pile of
Oh.
rubble.
How am I? Is there a hole on the floor above it as well?
The floor, like basically imagine like a U shape. That's like the only remaining floor, and you're looking down from the gap in the front. So like the back wall is still standing, and bits of the side wall are standing. You've got a perfect view into the entire set of buildings that were here.
Wait, if you pointed
Okay.
it out, I can summon my spirit of death up there and get it to help whoever's up
Yeah,
there.
you can definitely
Oh,
do
wait,
that.
safe. No,
If you pointed it
no,
out
it's
as well,
safe.
there's a chance Sid might just charge in, not thinking.
Okay, well, I'll
Well,
summon my
let's
spirit of
be
death
let's
up
be
there.
fair. If I have to choose to whom to say it, I wouldn't say it to Cedric,
Okay.
because well, he usually runs into it.
I will definitely run into it. Yeah.
Exactly. Anxia ain't stupid. But what I meant was, if I have a way of investigating it without actually getting extremely near, but if it's like
I wouldn't
one
say
floor
so. It's
above,
like
I don't think so.
50 feet away and a floor up. So it's like, it's a while away for you to be able to properly discern. But Andros, like you said, you can spawn your Spirit of Death up there.
Spirit of Death, I'll get it to clear the rubble, and if there's somebody there, hover down with them and get them to safety.
I also
Okay.
got an idea. Am I 30-ish feet away?
From the rubble? No, it's like 50 feet.
Let me check.
In the meantime, as well, I'll just go to the nearest injured people I can see and use Spare the Dying. Just go between people.
So as you start to go around the bodies that have been strewn out across the floor, it took you guys like 2 or 3 minutes to get here. Which means
That's
that
shit.
basically all of your currently available reviving spells will not function because they only work when someone's passed away within the last minute. Even with your quick
Okay.
action, you did not make it on time. You see strewn about bodies. Some have been laid and pulled out of the wreckage. Others just splattered in how they ended up collapsing on the floor. You see a woman on her knees, cradling a child. You approach her from behind and she's like cradling it back and forth, and you can just hear her muttering over and over again, it's okay, it's okay. Mama's here. Mama's here, Mama's here.
All right. So I move past the guards. I grab Sizzle out of my armor,
Mhm.
right? And I tell him that go look for survivors, and I throw him in the air so we can like get a bird's eye view.
Okay, I will roll a perception check for Sizzle. 5e pseudo drag.
I never use Sizzle like that. That's great, actually.
In times of dire needs.
Yeah.
He can fly, can he? Then
He can
He
fly.
has wings. Yeah, he has wings.
okay, that makes sense.
He's got
Can't
a
use 'em,
plus
though.
2 to his dexterity, so that's an 18
No, he can.
roll.
It'd be kind of funny if he does just foam up and he just falls to the floor.
Yeah, I just throw him. No. It's just a miniature dragon. That's all.
Sizzle starts to
Can-
fly among like the outside of the wreckage, him himself being conscious to not go near the smoke, and sort of like tries to scout the perimeter. I believe he speaks directly into your mind, right? Is there a range on that?
Unlimited. We're so connected.
I don't think it's with 100 feet of it. Okay, so he tells you
Unlimited.
telepathically of a couple of people that have been hit by debris behind the building. There's definitely a way that you can maneuver throughout the stacks to get to where
doing
they
that.
are.
I'm doing that.
Charging off immediately, heading in their direction.
Yeah.
So, Andros, your Spirit of Death is currently clawing through the wreckage and manages to push away the rubble, and they pick up what you can see is a child who has had their arm somewhat crushed by the rubble, and your Spirit of Death sort of like glides down out of the way. Not the most reassuring thing for a child to see when they come out of a pile of rubble, a literal Spirit of Death. But thankfully the child is too struck by shock to even notice what's carrying it. Spirit of Death comes down and lays the child in front of you. Their breath is light and weak.
Okay, I stabilize using Spare the Dying.
Mm-hmm.
I then send my Spirit of Death back in to look for more people because it can phase through walls as well. So
Oh,
can
shit,
look
okay.
around a bit better.
All right. In the meantime, there is this woman just in front of you, rocking back and forward, cradling a child. As you came to cast Spare the Dying on this child as well, you turn and you look at her, and you see that the child that she is cradling is still and lifeless, missing several limbs and with basically half its face burnt off. This was a devastating blast. You see that there's not necessarily a crowd, but sort of like a wide perimeter of people who are looking on, incredibly concerned, incredibly worried about everything. Two guards that are there, one still firm and trying to issue commands, the other just sort of like frazzled and frantically moving about, not really knowing how to deal with the situation. The Spirit of Death does not find any more survivors. This one child that you managed to find was all that was left.
Are we able to make any indication as to what caused it? We're fairly close now.
Roll me an investigation check.
May I as well?
Yeah, sure. Cedric, are you rushing behind the building, find these people that were just basically like smacked with giant chunks of wooden debris? One of them's had their shoulder dislocated. The other's been pierced by it's like a wooden rod, basically. You guide them out towards
I would go towards Zinni.
Zinni, your healer. Carrying them towards you. Pretty low
well,
investigation checks. One sec. It's pretty hard to discern what's caused this blast because black ash has scattered across the entire first floor, which the explosion evidently came from. You're unable to discern what this was. Go ahead, Zinni.
I had in my mind what Zinni would do, but obviously everyone else was doing other things. So in my mind, since Zinni senses people on the brink of death or dead people, that she would sort of just like go into a trance and then just walk towards the dead bodies because she's drawn towards them. And then
Ooh.
just start doing her thing without really thinking about it.
Do her eyes glow when this happens?
No, but
Yeah, let's say that they do.
her hands do glow somewhat, and so like when she puts her hands on the bodies and she pulls them away, you see a faint, slight glowing coming from her like fingertips, where she like pulls her hand off of them as she is casting a spell that you've seen her cast a couple times before. Gentle Repose, I believe it's called. Gentle Release, that's the one it's called.
Can my eyes glow as well?
Sure, flavor wise, absolutely, your
So
eyes can glow.
when I go into the trance, like my eyes and my fingers start glowing. That'd be sick.
I think that's great.
The entire crowd looks on with concern, not really knowing what you're doing or the fact that you're performing funeral rites so quickly after a horrific incident. Eventually, you're jostled out of this trance as Cedric charges towards you, holding two people on either shoulder.
Yeah, I don't think
Uh,
I think all we would exchange is just a look, and especially if Cedric sees you in that trance, I just gently put down the bodies in front of her, and I just go back into the fray. Really looking for more.
Okay. Sizzle's able to spot a couple more that are just like people that are terrified and scared in the building behind who haven't been hurt, but yeah, you can go through and find them all.
Can I
Zinni's
yell
like,
thank- Okay.
sorry. I just wanted to explain that like Zinni doesn't seem like her usual silly self at all. She's like a completely different person in this state.
That's so dope.
She's uncharacteristically quiet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And looking very badass, surely.
Oh, without a doubt. Would you
Can I
go ahead.
yell to Anxie to message or to let Baylor know? Seems like we could use some help.
I will, but I also want to do something else. I will use sending on Baylor and inform him that a giant explosion has. Well, I'll just say what he hears. So Baylor hears in his head. Hope the meeting is done. Something's happened. Huge explosion. Many dead. Is it at the entrance? Near the
Basically.
entrance. Come. Yeah. And then I'll try and cast detect thoughts around the building. Try and basically I'll try to sense either presences or thoughts of people that are not in full despair try and see whether someone's
Okay.
done it.
For this, you
Yeah.
will need to roll a wisdom saving throw as you are casting Detect Thoughts and trying to hear all voices around you, not just on a specific source.
I will, yeah. And that's wisdom. Wisdom set, you
Yeah,
said, yeah?
wisdom saving throw.
Rough. Why is it disadvantage?
Where,
Psychic
where
defense. Ooh.
was where was Baylor's conversation at that point?
So,
Ended, I believe, wasn't it?
nat 20. What? So, I'll get to that in a second. What exactly were you looking for from this Detect Thoughts?
Well, try and find someone that's not in actual, I assume that everyone that's been affected by it would be rather panicking or, in distress. And if someone's actually done it, it would be
You're looking
different.
for a perpetrator. Okay.
Yeah.
As you open your mind and allow the thoughts of hundreds of people around you to flood into your brain, every thought that you hear is just filled with panic and trauma. You do not detect any kind of malintent or knowing willingness that this was done at any point.
Even if I walk around for a bit, I believe it's like a whole minute.
Yeah, you just hear nothing but absolute concern and panic from everyone. Baylor, you got this message after the meeting because the actual meeting itself got handled actually weirdly pretty quickly. But after the meeting was formally adjourned, people started eating and they started discussing domestic affairs between their cities. It's about like 10, 20 minutes into this that you hear this message. It's around the same time as well. After you get this message, you see a couple of guards come in, whisper things to other guards, and then discreetly walk back out again.
Lords, there's been some explosion near the entrance to the city, and my companions, my friends are already there, trying to help, and they've asked if I can join.
Not another one. Ugh. Yes,
Another
go
one,
on, go
Lord.
do your hero thing.
What? Wait a second, my lord. What do you mean another one?
It's been like, it's like the third one this month or something. It's like some sort of drug lab or something. It's been growing in popularity, I guess, in the cities the last couple of weeks. Yeah, go, by all means, go off and see to those wounded.
All right, we'll come back and talk about this after, my lord. I'm sure we can help the city in general dealing with this problem.
Andreas puts his hand on your shoulder. Go now. Go quickly.
I will dash all the way there.
You just immediately start sprinting your whole way. It takes you to get out of the mansion, out of the inner circle, up the stairs, through the market, and then to where you see the pillar of smoke pretty quickly, so you're able to orient yourself rather easily to know where to go. It takes you like 10 minutes to arrive. It's a pretty big city. The map doesn't do it exactly justice, but like even still running would take you a while. But you do eventually catch up and you find your compatriots around, Sid running around doing sort of like triage, basically. You see Zinni in some kind of weird trance. Zinni, question for you. Since you've been in this trance, you've been dealing with the dead people. When an alive person is brought to you, do you automatically heal them in this trance, or do you still try to perform funeral rites on them?
This is a good question. I don't know. Is Baylor nearby? Oh no.
Not at this point. Sid brought you these two alive injured people earlier.
I suppose since I'm like worshipping the god of death, then I would try to save them. I think that makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm. Death isn't always just about pushing people into the afterlife. It's about making sure that when people go, and then when they go at the right time. And so when an injured person is brought before you, you absolutely can have a natural inclination to want to cast healing magic. What healing spells do you have prepared at the moment?
Oh, now you're asking questions. Spells.
Well, the Cure Wounds and Healing Word are your two main ones, if you would use any.
I've got. Oh no.
I think
Are
healing
you
word.
looking at my thing? Something. I don't think I have any.
Okay. In that case, you can still attempt to heal them as best you can.
I've got Revivify. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So I can bring them back to life for a second and then they'll die again. That's about it.
Well, you actually can't
Wow.
bring them to life at all. Revivify only works if someone's died within the last minute. And so
Oh,
it took a while for you
And
to
if you
get here
have a
and for these
diamond.
bodies to be brought to you. And it costs a diamond. So
yeah.
um,
No,
you
I
can
don't
still
think I have
try
anything.
to heal them as best you can with physical means. Roll 2 medicine checks.
I mean, if I'm nearby and also like spare for dying on people, could I just go over and use that on them as well?
I think I've won. So
Well,
you're
with
okay.
2 medicine checks, a pretty good one. Zinni, in this weird trance with your glowing eyes, these people who are in shock and injured and in one case pierced with a giant piece of wood, you just like approach them with seemingly no emotion on your face, gently pull the piece of wood out of the person's body, you tear up a spare piece of fabric you got and start wrapping a tourniquet around him. Just like second nature, not even responding to their shocked emotions, not trying to comfort them or anything. It's just like you have entered some kind of zone that you did not know you were capable of doing so, and you just immediately begin just like physically at least aiding these people. Balor, this is about when you arrive on the scene.
Do I see anybody who needs immediate help?
Immediate, everyone could do with a hug at this point, but it's in terms of physical injuries, Zinni has taken care of these two people, though they are still in pain. If you wanted to drop some kind of healing magic on them, you absolutely could. Zinni has like halted the bleeding at least and stopped things from getting worse, is the best she was able to do.
Okay, well, I'll drop 2 cure wounds, 1 on each of them.
Okay, minus off 2 spell slots for that. And as you do, you watch as these people still in shock, not really. One of them, you feel like doesn't even notice that they've been healed and is just sort of like still staring off into space, shaking. The other, a lot more of their wits about them, feel the relief that your healing magic gives them, and they just, oh, thank you so much. That feels so much better.
Both of these are touch spells, so as I touch them, I go, you will be okay, but you need to get out of here. Find somewhere safer to be for now.
Yes. Thank you. And you watch as the one sort of like picks up the other, not like completely physically, but just starts like walking them away as they just still are just despondent, looking into the distance. It's at this point that several more guards have started to flood the scene as well, and are just like trying to keep a wide perimeter. They can see you guys doing work, and they're sort of like not messing with you for the moment. Some of them recognize you, others are just sort of like, these people clearly are like doing something and are helping already. I don't need to like push them further. They're just here to try and make sure the citizenry stays back. Eventually, after a few minutes, things do eventually somewhat calm down. And calm doesn't return. Everyone is still incredibly panicked, but you don't sense an immediate danger. You don't sense any pain or fear that can still be getting worse. Like, a lot of everything has been treated. Sid has rounded up people who were at the very least in the proximity of the blast, and at this point the smoke is starting to dissipate and some of the guards are slowly and carefully covering their mouths and nose, stepping towards the first floor of this erupted building.
How is the building doing stability-wise?
Give me, say, an investigation check for this one. You are not confident in its structural integrity. The whole thing doesn't seem to be literally teetering, but you would not feel comfortable even leaning on it.
Are there any plants around, like potted plants, any sort of plants?
What? No, there is not. Here in the stacks, there is limited availability for such sort of like frivolous means in a peasant's life.
This
I mean,
damn
if-
city with its thing against plants as well.
If the stability is terrible and there's nobody inside, we should probably just collapse a building while nobody's nearby before it collapses on top of someone.
Do you say this in character?
Yeah.
One of the guards overhears you and approaches you. It's a wise idea, but I still want to get all these eyes off the place first. Wayward Wanderers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's us.
Lucky you were here. He's talking to you, but is just still staring at the colossal devastation he sees in front of him.
What happened here?
Bloody expand factory. They've been cropping up more and more this past month.
I just leave. Heading back towards the market.
Okay.
I follow him because it looks suspicious. And I've heard expand, so I know what's happening.
So the three of you are still left here.
Do I know what expand is?
I believe it's been talked about in the
Probably-
group, right?
I would imagine so.
No. We literally
I think-
hid the drugs and sold them between the two of us. I
Mm.
highly doubt.
Didn't you also literally give Scup a baggie of expand though? Sorry, Sid.
Yeah, I don't think we told him what it was though.
Yeah, you
I
didn't.
don't think
That's
we told him, no.
that's true. I think
I
that's
just fed him
right.
drugs.
In
Didn't
the-
tell him what it was.
in the dungeon where you found this, you two were the only ones who. Ale was the only one that knew what it was, and you sort of
Yeah.
like invaded his mind and like found out this is worth something. So you two hid everything from the group. So
Yeah.
only you two currently know what expound is and have had any recollection of it before. Baylor, you do not know what the substance is.
It's probably worth Anxie staying behind then explaining, but I'm going to go back because I want
Nah, not
to
interested.
make sure we find out where the Carrion King lives.
Sir, I'm following you.
I'll ask the guard. Expound. What is expound?
Oh, it's some kind of a drug that people are taking these days. It's become a real problem in the city.
Has this just become a Breaking Bad episode or what's going
A drug.
Usage has spiked in the last week massively. It's been a real problem for a while. You can always see people that are currently under its influence.
Is this the same drug that we saw? Sorry,
Yeah.
Shift. When we
Oh, that's fine.
when we tried to plant it on that woman.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, Anxie, do you have silence spell-wise?
I do believe so. Just give me a second.
I'm thinking we could go.
No, I have
and-
slow.
Okay.
I don't have silence.
'Cause, I mean, we could just go to his tent because it's fairly hidden, cast silence, and then you could interrogate him telepathically before we kill him.
I've got
I-
calm emotions and hold person. Sort of does the same thing, you know.
I have a
Close
bunch
enough,
of stuff
yeah.
that can make him petrified for a while. So I guess that's an option too.
Okay, the silence is more so that we don't have to like follow him home and like kill him there. We could just do it in his market store, but without anyone else hearing.
So currently,
Well,
Baylor,
technically-
Cedric, and Zinni, you still are at the scene of the crime and are around this guard who's like telling Baylor what expound is. It's this like crystalline substance. You don't even need to sniff it. You just put it close to your face and it'll fly into your nostrils. But it's dangerous.
What's the purpose?
It, as far as I've been told, heightens your mental acuity tenfold. But it withers you away bit by bit. Dangerous stuff.
Anything
So
that
it's like
withers you
Adderall.
away sounds dangerous.
That sounds nice.
It's gonna be stop.
And
You've tried it.
I have more of it, don't I?
Probably not. I think it was just
I-
one
I-
buggy.
Don't think you've ever used it, no? Did he?
I have something in
He
my
used
inventory.
it.
I have
Oh.
something in my inventory. Yeah. You guys
I mean,
placed it there, by
granted-
the way.
It might have been destroyed by the whole water, like Abeloth instance stuff.
Might have
And this is
been.
No,
Nah, it was in a
sealed
sealed
bag.
little baggie. It's good.
Right, his skin wasn't, safe, but the baggy's fine.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
I mean,
magic.
I will make sure that my drugs are
Magic.
still intact. Trust me. I'm waiting for the perfect moment to take those drugs.
Okay, are we splitting?
You already have split the
Yep, and
party,
it's-
but
Already have.
is there any
Talk
more
about what we
conversation that
want to-
Baylor wants to have with this
I have a
guy?
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So whilst I'm doing my thing and Baylor is now next to me, does he see the little bunny sat next to me?
The Almirage has come out of your coat and is like on your shoulder looking very confused and worried at all the dead bodies that you're looking at.
I'm sure Baylor's too distracted to be angry at me right. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyway.
Zinni, that's interesting. We'll talk about that later. Right now, we got to deal with this. And to the guard, I'll turn to the guard and go. I was with Lord Dewey when this happened, and he's mentioned this has happened before.
Yeah, it's the third one this month. Not had an explosion like this in like 2-3 weeks. Every time it's just as devastating. It's apparently a very volatile in its production. One slight mistake causes all this.
And where have these other explosions happened?
All in various stack residencies.
Always in the stacks.
It's the easiest place for them to hide it. Just inside some house, squirreled away.
And have you got any idea who's involved in this?
I wish we did. Shit needs to get out of our city. It's so dangerous.
Is it magical in nature?
I don't know. Sorry.
It's okay. You carry on. Get your investigation done,
Yeah.
and please let me know if you find anything. We would like to help the city where we can with this problem.
Take anything we can get. Thank you for your help so far, by the way.
Of course, we're always here to help.
I just hope some of the young recruits aren't scared off. He looks around at some of the other guards. The one guard that has been here since the start has sort of just now is sat down in like curled up legs under his arms, fetal position, sort of like sat there, and he's like gently rocking back and forth. This first bloody week on the job.
First
of
week, and
course.
this is what happens.
It's a rough job.
I've got to tend to my man. You go do whatever it is you're gonna do. And the guard slowly walks off. Tries to pick up the guy on the ground, and the guy who's in the fetal position just kind of like hunches down even further and like refuses to get up.
before we go too far away, once I see Andrew start moving, he starts hearing me in his head. This is connected to your front. Where are you going? Are you going towards him? I'm coming with you. Should we get the rest?
We can just go with ourselves for now. What I'm going to do is we can't just wait for him to go home or something. So what we'll do is we'll go up. I'll use my Spirit of Death outside his tent and have it basically phase through his tent and haunt him. And then I need you to use suggestion to basically get him to leave and go home or somewhere important.
Okay.
Just tell him, do the suggestion like, they're going to find it. He needs to hide it quick.
Oh yeah, I can definitely make him think stuff. The thing is it safe? We're not gonna die. Are we criminals? We did do stuff I'm not proud of. Well, we didn't look the same. Are we criminals?
Depends.
Should we look different?
I would, yes.
Right. On the way there, I will try to hide a bit and change into the orc female. I looked us when we were the first time there because I didn't look like
Okay,
Anxie.
and I'll just disguise myself as a random traveler.
Yeah, someone you saw on the road at some point and remembered the face of. The two of you approach Perry's Potions and Poisons. The market seems to be very quiet. Quieter than you've
Is he
ever
still
seen
there?
it. He is still there. He is behind his front desk. Roll me an insight check.
Both of us.
Oh, hold on, sorry.
I say
Both of us?
just Ale.
Well,
Andros, sorry.
19 is good.
I rolled on Spirit of Death by mistake.
Oh yeah. Can we take the 19?
I would say, even with, depending on what your role is, it, changes the level of information you get. So you're still going to get something, even out of a low-ish roll. Even still, that's, close to medium. But Nate, you can discern that whilst everyone around you has, a panicked expression, Perry seems to have a somewhat worried expression. A different kind of negative emotion to everyone else around him. Subtle, but it's enough.
Okay, well, is he facing forward, looking out from the stall?
Yes.
Okay, we head behind it. Now, someone, while we've been walking, I've rested for a minute to get spell slot back, and I'll summon a Spirit of Death behind his shop.
How long does your Spirit of Death last? Because you could have maybe still had it the entire time.
I could have, but it would have kind of sus walking along with a Spirit of Death, so I dismissed it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
It stands out a bit.
Should we be sneaky? Or is
It'd
it
be
late?
reasonable. It's mostly just noise. We need to be quiet because we're going to be behind his store, and he can't see through
Yeah.
the wall of the store, presumably.
I mean, we can be invisible.
Yeah, I mean, if it's dim, we can.
We can
try
be
that.
invisible even if it's not dim.
Well, it depends. Are there many people around that would see us behind his store?
Market is rather uniquely
it's-
empty. Not fully, but there's way, way less people than there should be at this time of day,
Yeah.
given the
Well, it's
circumstances.
not for the people, it's for him to not notice us.
What I can say as well, his little tent that he uses, it is obviously covered around all the way, but it is just like a gazebo. It's just tarp covered all the way down to the ground. You could just pick it up and walk inside.
Yep. So behind his tarp, I summon the Spirit of Death and have it, or give it the instructions to basically phase through the tent, as much as it needs to, haunt him, which just needs to be within 10 feet, and then hide.
Okay. What do I need to roll for this haunt?
No, there is no roll.
What's
You're
that?
Oh, he
haunted.
just becomes frightened?
I mean, he can do a spell saves DC against the frightened condition if I want him to, but I don't care about the frightened part of this. It's the tracking part of it I'm interested in.
Oh. It is the frightening mandatory though? Does it say does it say you can, or does it say your target must?
It says additionally, if the target starts its turn within 10 feet of spirits, I'll just move the spirit 10 feet away.
Okay, so you
and then
haunt
I-
it.
There's the full text. And then for the next hour of the spirit lasts, I know the direction and distance to him.
Okay.
And then Platt, if you can get him to head somewhere quiet.
Okay. Well, I'll be using my sorceress ability to cast a spell without being noticed,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll cast suggestion on the guy.
All right.
I'll suggest that he's feeling tired, and we want him to go home, right?
Home or just somewhere where he's alone and quiet. He left the stove on or something.
So we want him to go to his home, technically.
My thought
was
was if it's a suggestion, because he seems worried. If you just say they're going to find it, you need to move and hide it. Like he's going to go either to his warehouse or something or home.
That works too, because I was thinking you're getting really tired. You need to rest up a bit. You should go home. But I can also make it to worry him more. So I'll suggest that he starts worrying that he will be found out because there's been another explosion, and that he needs to go and hide it, or at least remove his tracks.
What do I need
And
to
before
roll?
casting that, just a second, Dax.
Okay.
I would have used my innate sorcery, so I have a higher DC. And for I think it's intelligence, but I'll check. It is wisdom.
Wisdom, and what's the DC?
16.
You watch
If he
as
succeeds, he's re-rolling.
as you approach, and before you even start talking, you see he has a very confused look on his face as he sort of acknowledges you. And then as you begin to talk, that confusion changes to eyes frantically darting everywhere else. Yeah, you're right. And you watch as his hands go underneath the desk somewhere. You hear some kind of latch and a clunk. And you watch as he grabs in basically a fistful a couple of papers that he stashes into the robe that he's wearing. And he walks out of the shop, pulls the front tarp down so the gazebo's closed, and he starts to walk off.
We follow Eo, don't we?
Yeah, we follow. We don't have to follow very close behind though, because I know where he is. So
Yeah.
just far enough to be fairly close.
Should we be sneaky?
We'll try to look inconspicuous. I think trying to actually sneak would look a bit odd, as we're walking along, more than anything.
Fair.
So you can do this regardless of distance, right? So you can just let him go.
As long as it's on the same plane, yeah.
So
Okay.
you could basically just stay where you are because he is worried, and as soon as you see him leave his tent, he's looking around frantically. If you wanted to try and follow and be within visual distance, you'll have to roll a
That's
stealth
right, yeah.
check.
We'll go back to the others and get them, and we'll go together, I guess.
Well, what if he gets rid of the papers?
Well, I mean, we're going to be getting rid of him. We don't need the papers.
So, okay.
I mean, if you want, I can keep following him and basically make sure he doesn't destroy any evidence.
No.
And if you want to head back or message them and tell her where we're going.
We're not splitting. What if you die? I would feel bad.
If I die to him, I think I deserve to die.
Damn, dude. Okay. Well, if you're feeling safe, I'll go get the rest.
Before you go,
suppose.
I just scrub out Kyle Evans' name in my book and get you to, do you want to sign it so I can message you if I need to?
Yeah. And I sign it immediately.
So
Okay.
you go let the others know, and I'll message you when he gets to wherever he's going, so you know where to meet up.
Okay.
So you're following from a far distance, like out of visual,
Out of visual, yeah.
and Anxie is heading back to the group. It takes you, I think, 5 minutes. So I'm assuming you're not like full on sprinting.
Who?
You.
Oh, me. No, I will try to be rather quick because I don't want.
Most people are
Andros to be
walking pretty quickly,
alone.
yeah. But if you were to be sprinting, you'd like stand out. But if you just want a quick walk, basically everyone else is doing that right now. People just want to go home
Well-
and forget today happened.
Let's do that. Since I look differently, I'll try to be rather quick. However, once I get near them, around like 30-ish feet, I'll use telepathic speech on Baylor, give him all the information, and then tell him where to follow, so the people don't really see them with me.
Okay. As you are walking towards the group, you do see a lot of people giving you weird looks. But you walk past them all and you eventually get within range of your group and you beckon them over.
Without people actually see me around my group, I don't want them to connect the orc with them.
You can stay further ahead from them, that's fine. But they...
Yeah.
You tell Baylor rallies the group, and I'm assuming you're all now heading to where this gentleman has gone.
Yeah, and also I tell Baylor to cast his sneaky spell so people are rather, they're not as obvious to the to people's watchful eye, so they are not connected to Carrion's King afterwards.
Okay. So,
I'll just make a point of every 5 minutes or so, just writing in my book to Anxie the rough directions we took.
okay.
Okay, lovely.
So it really doesn't take you too long, Andros, because it's only about 10-15 minutes before the target that you are following stops walking and you believe has reached his destination. It
Okay, can I move
is
in?
approximately here.
So can you move up again?
Over here on the right. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, can I just move into visual range of a building and just wait there in the platinum?
Absolutely.
Thanks,
After about 20-ish minutes, your group is able to fully reconvene. Baylor, I'm assuming you've cast Pass Without a Trace, so spell slot for that.
Yeah. All done.
Okay. All 5 of you have now gathered outside, or just in visual range of the building that Andros has told you this individual retreated to.
What are we doing here? Who is this man?
Acquaintance, I believe, of Andros's.
So are they all there with us now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'll just mention he's the one behind or heavily involved in Expound.
Curious, Baylor, because Andros seems to know what this is, and he left at the first mention of the name of Expound before the guard even gave his explanation of what it was. Sets off alarm bells in your head.
You seem to know quite a lot about this.
Yeah, I know this guy's heavily involved in it. So I say we go in for a little chat.
Okay. It's a little bit concerning that you seem to know so much about this, but I don't think that's something we should worry about right now. Let's see if we can resolve the situation.
Okay.
Okay, how busy is it on the street where we are?
Not very. It's like early afternoon, but streets are dead. People don't want to be seen out in the streets. People don't want to be implicated in the slightest. It wouldn't take you much effort to slip into the stacks and use Baylor's pass without a trace to slip towards the house.
Yeah, let's head towards the back of the house if there's a back door, and I'll lockpick us in.
It is up on the second floor in this stack. As you sort of like get up in the stacks, pathways to get to these houses get pretty like minimal in that like it's like a little base. Sometimes it's like just a drawbridge, sometimes it's like a ladder up to it, but as awkward as it may be, your group can make it to the front door. Maybe you can make it to a neighboring building, sort of like landing and jump through the window if you wanted, but that's going to be a bit of a stretch if you wanted to try.
Okay, well, can we get we can get to his front door?
Yes.
Just one remark. Once we reconvened together, when I decided to join the group, I would have swapped to my usual self.
Okay.
So, the orc that actually knows Carrion King wouldn't be connected to the party.
All right.
Okay, so is his front door locked?
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, quietly, as stealthy as I can.
Roll a stealth check then.
Is this with Baylor's pass without a trace or not?
Ooh. You know what? Better than the stealth, this would probably actually be a sleight of hand check then. Because this is like, how can you check if the door's locked without rattling it and letting him know that you're outside?
Shall I roll a game then?
Yeah, yes, please. Because you might have extra bonuses to sleight of hand. Oh, well, you just roll better anyway. You are able to hold down on the handle. It goes down all the way, and you feel a slight give to the door. This door is unlocked.
Okay, so just to shall we just barge in? Okay, well, for shock value, I alter self to look exactly like him.
Oh, okay.
And then
And
we
we're
just,
just
and I
investigating.
just barge in. Just walk in front door.
Door gets pushed open, and you immediately stride in. You see Perry huddled in the corner of his room, sat at his table. He's hunched and looks over at you, worried, and immediately sort of panics. What? Oh, who are all you guys?
I just hold up a finger. One sec, and I usher everyone in. We close the door.
I swear I had nothing to do with what just happened. I was miles away.
Well, we know you have. Yeah.
He's the
No,
imposter.
You
No, no.
instantly assume it's about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of odd that you instantly assume that's why we're here.
that's all anything the cards are going to be talking about. The entire city heard the explosion.
I mean, do we look like guards?
No, but it doesn't mean I'm any less scared.
Can I insight check him?
Go ahead and insight check. Oh, with a natural 20, you feel the absolute guilt dripping off this person. This man knows that while he didn't directly do the exact thing that caused this, he is 100% in the link of causality that caused this to happen. He oozing from his body, you feel immense sense of guilt at what has happened.
Well, you see, a man I've never met before. I can feel that you're not very confident in what you're saying. I can really feel your
No.
guilt.
No.
Oh, buddy, I can feel
I
it.
wasn't anywhere near, please.
He hears me talking into his head. I believe you should tell them everything. Like, why are you hiding it? They already know you. You know everything. They know you're connected. You should definitely tell them more.
Is he he's sitting at a table or something, right?
He is. He's turned to face you now, but he is sat at a table.
Is there another seat?
There's 2 other seats at this table.
I'd like to sit down in one of them.
You sit and the chair creaks significantly. This chair was built for a regular-sized human, and you are sort of towering above it. So your legs just barely shuffle under the table. But you sit there imposing, your head damn near still brushing the ceiling, like you are a man of stature. And
Oh, you should tell him.
very physically
you should tell the
intimidating.
big guy.
Are we all there? Am I there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we have Sid on one side and Zinni on the other? In the middle.
Weirdly, I think that Sid would still somehow be the good cop.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's alright, guys. I'm working him up. You can finish the job.
Well,
Okay,
I'm just sitting there and I'm kind of like picking one of my tusks, and it's like not paying attention to him, but just like, yeah.
Oh, Perry,
Well-
you should tell him. He's very scary. He might kill
Well-
you.
I just tell Perry, like, okay, well, we know you were involved.
No.
You need to tell us everything about it. Otherwise, my friend here, and I pat Cedric's shoulder. See, he's an orc. They enjoy killing people, and he's been a while since he's killed someone. So yeah, we could just leave him here with you,
No.
or we can take him with us when we go.
I have a very brief notion on my face that I'm just kind of confused, and then I go along with the bit, like I caught up, right? And I just look at him and I go like, "Arrgh."
Okay, can
Definitely
both
not
of
knowing how to
you
play the role.
roll an
intended
intimidation
situation.
check with advantage? You've done everything you can to set this entire event in your favor.
If it helps as well with that roll, my spirit of the death is behind him, breathing on his shoulder.
You've already got. I can't give you any more bonuses.
You have someone speaking into his head, the spirit of death, and then
Oh,
this.
good lord! Look at these rolls, though. This guy is pissing his pants.
That's with advantage. 25.
Jesus fuck. Oh, I swear I wasn't there. I don't know how it happened, but I'm just doing a job. I just sell stuff. That's all. Please.
Because Sid doesn't really know how to intimidate, interrogate. I kind of look at Zinni, like, what now?
Andros and Anxi. Even with just a
Yeah.
passive insight check at this point, you can notice his demeanor has changed so drastically. When you first met him, this was a man who came across as shrewd and confident in more or less everything he did. The man you see before you now makes you question the authenticity of the person you first met. It's still definitely the same guy, but maybe it's just like some kind of character he was playing.
Okay, well, in response to him, I'd say I hear a lot of begging. I don't hear a lot of details.
Look. I just get hired to move the finished product. People come to the stall, they say a keyword, I pay it to them. Ever since we got the license, that's all that I do. That's all I've been hired to do.
Again, details. Who?
I don't know. That here. And you watch as he reaches into his robes and just like hands a fistful of papers at you.
Okay. I'll have a look at these 1 second, and I just banish him. While we look at the papers.
I say he automatically fails, and poof, Disappears.
And we just
Andros.
look through the stuff.
You hear in your head, the license? Wait, we're responsible for that, Andros. You've done that.
Now what's done is done.
I don't like that.
Did you give him a license to sell these drugs in the city?
I mean, it's not a
What?
license to sell drugs. It's a license to have a stall. What he decides to sell in that stall is, yeah.
Right.
Roll an intelligence check, Baylor.
But would Baylor even have heard any of that?
I think
He would have heard
Andros
the guy
is-
say about the license
Yeah.
and such.
Yeah, but why would he make a connection that Andros has sold it to him?
let's just say he said it out loud. Let's just run with it.
Yeah, we'll run with it. I think only Anxie
I
would have
didn't-
actually known about it, but yeah.
Your intelligence check, Baylor, even though you're not exactly a city slicker, you're not privy to the ways of the civilized world, but even still, how could Andros, a guy who only came to the city for the first time with you, be in a place to give a license to a merchant in the city?
I mean, that part, he's probably seen me forging documents. I was trying to forge that whole getting the prisoner out of jail thing for quite a while in front of him.
I think at that point you're probably connecting dots then, Baylor.
So, are you like a official person that can give out licenses to people?
I think in one town I am, but I don't think the license for that is official.
Can we see Anxie shaking her head?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Anyway, we'll talk about this later. Let's have a look around to see if there's any indications of who hired him. And like, I look at the papers he threw at me as well.
You immediately
I'd
start
like to
to
read as well.
uncrumple the papers, Anxie over your shoulder, reading them intently. They're very short and they're very brief, and they're all in a similar vein from each other. Next batch coming 2 days. Pick it up from the dead drop. Move the rest of that product. It needs to be out this week. All these sorts of like different varieties basically on these notes. They're not all exactly the same, but they're all following that pattern of very, very brief, very, very clear instructions. Every single one of them signed with the acronym CK.
So, Andros.
So I was right then. I'm not speaking in character, so I was right then that he isn't actually the Carrion King.
Yeah. Wait, Andros, I thought he was the guy.
I mean, unless he's gone mental and is writing letters to himself, it doesn't seem that way.
I wonder who would do that. Right. We should probably make him not say anything to his bosses and do a stakeout.
Well, if we just find out where his next drop is and we go there instead.
Yeah.
Is anything else we can find around the room or anything? Anything obvious?
I wouldn't even need you to
Like in the
roll an
corner, he was
investigation
cowering
check.
as well.
His entire shack is very, very slim in terms of clutter. There's very, very few things here. His pantry has very little in it. And this place doesn't feel like a home.
Does it look lived in though?
It's definitely lived in, and he definitely does seem to live here. But this doesn't resemble like a loved and well lived in home sort of thing. Even with Gwen's place when you went there, despite the fact that she had blood smeared on all their bedroom walls, it still was a home. This very much is just potentially just a cover story. Somewhere he comes to sleep to have a place to sleep in the city, and that's it.
Okay, well, I click my fingers and he's back in the chair.
Oh, please don't do that again.
Okay, well, if you don't want to go back again, you're going to tell us exactly, as much detail as you can about who's involved and where your next drop is, and so on.
I swear, the notes are basically all I know. Some guy approached me years ago, told me I was gonna help sell stuff. Ever since then, all I get is notes. I don't even know what half the stuff I sell is. Please, I don't know.
You're lying.
Do I trust him?
Both of you roll an insight check.
Now I roll 9.
Zinni, you feel a great manner of truth to this man's words. He is simply too terrified and fearing for his mortality to be able to come up with lies in this moment.
You're lying.
I'm sorry, I'm not, please.
Where do you get these notes? Where did they just come to your house?
Sometimes when I go to the tent, they're just already there, stashed away.
To the tent.
Yeah, the tent of the market where I sell stuff. It's like, sometimes when I come there in the morning, they're already tucked away where I keep the rest of them, and there's just another one there.
I guess we need to camp out.
Okay, well, it looks like we probably need to pretend to be him and wait around the tent and see who shows up, I guess.
But we have invisibility things, right? We can just
Yeah.
The most
be pedos
the
around
most
tent.
recent note is this one, and he starts pointing at a note that you're holding. I got this one just this morning. It says, 4 days from now, squirting siren, usual spot.
What is the usual spot?
It's like a quarter in room 3 in the squirting siren. That's all I know. I go there, I rent a room for a night, and then I come out in the morning.
Is there anything else? And I look quite threatening when saying that.
I swear there's nothing else. Please just don't kill me. Don't tell me. I'm just doing a job.
So, when you met, well, does he know it's us? He doesn't know it's us, right?
No, he doesn't know it's us because we
Right.
look different.
So, you haven't been in the city very long, have you?
Me? No, only a couple of weeks I got sent here.
Who sent you here?
The last note I got before coming here.
Where were you before you came here?
I was at Dragon's Rest.
So someone from Dragon's Rest has sent you here,
I've been
and you don't know who.
I've been all over the island. That's just where I was last.
You've got to know somebody that you work with, right? You or have you always just done this by notes and you know nobody? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not allowed to know anyone.
So how did you get involved with this?
Years ago, some guy told me I was going to be selling stuff. I was desperate for money.
Can you describe this guy?
He was, human, young-ish at the time, maybe like mid-30s. He just brown hair, blue eyes. Please don't kill me.
I want to understand the logistics of staying in that room. You just stay in that room and that's it.
Which room?
I don't. You said that
Usual spot.
the usual meeting spot.
It's just not a means. It's a dead drop. They just put the stuff there, leave it for me to pick up.
Okay.
So we need to
where
go
exactly
earlier.
in the room do they leave it?
It is taped around the bottom right corner underneath of the bed.
What is exactly taped
The
there?
the next stash of product that I'm meant to push.
And the product being?
Mostly expand last couple weeks.
Mostly. What else is there?
There's been a couple of other, regular contraband, some stuff here and there. I promise half the time I don't know what it is. I only know expand because of its recent notoriety in the city.
See, I know you're lying. Because you knew there were shipments of expand coming in from Edgewood towards here. How would you know that if you only collect them via dead drops?
What? I don't.
Do you not remember? Was it 10 gold a jar?
It's you.
I look suspicious at him, as if I have nothing to do with it. What are you talking about, stranger?
What? You gave me the license. Why?
You did what?
And now I'm asking questions.
I'm telling you all I know.
Okay, again, so you knew they were travelling via car between Edgewood and here, and you paid for the jars. How would you do that if you only ever picked them up by a dead drop?
I swear,
No other knowledge.
I usually always do. You came to my tent, and I just pretended to know what I was talking about and offered a price that sounded
Can I
about
have
right with the
my-
retail price that I give.
Can I have my spirit of death break one of his fingers?
Ooh, fuck. Can you spirit of death roll a strength check, please?
You sound like a dog.
Jesus.
Fuck! Oh, you're an evil fucker!
So, any more detail?
God, I'm giving you all the detail, you bastard!
I mean, I don't know about anyone else here, but I don't like being spoke to rudely. I mean, somebody in your position should be rather polite, I would think.
I'm very sorry, sir. Please don't break anymore.
So again, you seem to know that 'cause you did mention that you were expecting the delivery as well.
I didn't know shit. I was talking out my ass. I just pretended to know what I was talking about. Part of my job is putting on a character so people feel scared when they talk to me. I just pretended to know. And I almost got in trouble for offering 10 gold a jar. They said that's way too steep.
Can I do an insight check? I believe him.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to do the same.
Yep.
This whole time I'm just wondering, what is Sid doing? Besides
He's
just
in the
sitting at
chair.
that table. Yeah, it's this is like above his intelligence, you know, like
He might as well go check for food while we're here.
Actually,
is there any food in the vicinity?
there is. There, like, as the group was like looking around, you found a couple stuff in the pantry.
Thank you.
Sid's just making a sandwich.
That sounds about right.
Actually, you feel that this man, now in great pain and even before, is being honest as he can. He maintains a character in order to keep up appearance of a drug seller.
Andros hears in his head. So this guy is either as charismatic as Cornellon, or he's being truthful. You can take that as you wish. I don't care. But I don't know whether it's a good idea to kill him.
Well, the problem is if we don't, he might warn his bosses.
That's the
The
problem,
dead
you
job,
know.
might be cancelled.
I was thinking we give them to the guards, but now that you've told him you know him, might be dangerous. And if you kill him, we should probably leave, so we have nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
Andros,
that's
roll a
right.
wisdom saving throw.
Find it.
You feel a sudden impulse, almost a involuntary action, but you just manage to cease it before it goes too far. You feel massive twitches in your right arm, like it was trying to raise itself.
You there, buddy? Are you intending to kill this guy?
My right arm was. It seems. Or something wanted me to.
Okay, we followed you here because you said you knew what's going on in the city, but I don't think you should be committing, you know, anything criminal here. I think we should give this person to the guards. Or maybe both of you.
I don't think we give him to guards. I think we basically terrify him to basically not leave this room for next week. If we give him to the guards might get the same information out of him about the dead drop. Again, we want to make sure that we know about that for at least 4 days.
I suppose.
After that, you go to the guards.
Andros, roll another wisdom
There's also-
saving throw.
Guys, Sandra's gonna kill him. Oh no.
A spike of pain strikes through your brain, and you take 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay, well, I think I best leave now. Something's going on. If you could just make sure he doesn't talk, I just leave.
You leaving the building?
Yeah.
Roll another wisdom saving throw. As you enter the doorway, or just before you enter the doorway, as your hand goes to touch the handle to open the door, your body freezes.
Sorry, how much damage was the last one?
12.
12. We're noticing all that's happening. So we know something's wrong with Andros.
Only you noticed the twitch of his hand the first time because you were just there directly talking to him, and he sort of forced it down. You sort of tensely shake it.
Can I still talk, or am I completely frozen?
You can still talk, but your body feels very stiff, as if it's suddenly under 100 times the strength of gravity.
Okay, so something appears to be going on. I could do with some assistance. I've got a feeling I might try to kill him shortly.
Oh no! Please! I told you everything I knew.
Not intentionally, I might add.
I don't care if it's intentional. Don't kill me.
Sid, can you get him out of here? You can take his sandwich with you.
Sid pokes his head out the pantry, mouthful of food.
Whoa!
Andros needs to be escorted out,
Don't say Andros.
but he needs some help.
Andros.
He's already said it now.
You're supposed to stop. You're supposed to trying to stop me from killing him, not giving me more reasons to.
I mean,
Sid swallows all his food, and then he. I guess I get Andros out. Guess that's what's not being told.
Anxie, roll me an intelligence check.
Why? Okay. Sorry, I froze for a second.
You start to put one and one in your head together. You and Andros are in disguise. No one else is. just like an hour ago, a guard recognized your group by name and by look alone. Your identities are very
No.
much compromised in this.
I knew that. That's why I wanted to give him to the guards.
You wanted to get your group found out?
Found
to be
out
fair,
about what?
I can't exactly stop you from giving him to the guards at this point. So, I mean, if you want to, feel free.
Side note, Dax. We have nothing to do with this Andros guy. Well, he doesn't look like his usual self. And I acted out as if he's brought us here because he knew people. So technically we could have played it out if we could, but now we can't.
Baylor, a giant green orc, and a smart ass gnome are in this room with 2 other random people.
I'm not random.
I mean, to be fair, so the
then you.
identity part I wouldn't be worried about. It's
Yeah,
I mean,
4 out of 5 of the Wayward Wanderers are in this guy's
Yeah.
room torturing him.
But the thing is,
Oh, we're
we're
not
not
torturing him, I just
technically
broke his
torturing
finger.
torturing him. We're
We
just
just say
here to
fuck that.
interrogate.
Hmm.
Like
Aggressive
technically,
interrogation.
yeah, because he's done something bad in the city, and we're
This-
here
this
because
is-
we're
this-
heroes.
this isn't a Dramp situation. Like, we haven't gotten
Yeah.
that far yet. So if you want to hand him into the guards, feel free. But bear in mind, like, my arm is trying to kill him, so it's best
Okay.
I like move away. Otherwise, it will get bad.
I don't know if we
Okay.
want to hand him into the guards just yet.
We can't. We fucking can't.
We want to learn more from him, I think.
I just very
Well, again,
quickly want
while
to say that Zinni's disguise is her wearing her hat of vermin. Please continue.
It's like a
So,
big
I mean,
raggedy
you can
wizard's
have, You
hat.
can have that discussion on that. What do you want to do with him? But you probably want to get me out of there, like
Yeah,
before.
Yeah.
I mean, Cedric was already doing it. It's just. Okay, can we speak for a bit out of character, guys? I have an idea.
Yeah, okay.
So, okay, we've been we haven't exactly been made out, but now he knows this guy's name, Andrus's name, and if he's smart, he can put 2 and 2 together. The thing is, if he knows that he's part of the group, the thing is, we have means of getting rid of this exact part of his memory if we played our cards correctly. So, technically, we can continue interrogating for a bit while I make a few calls. And then we can try and, deal with the situation. And if it doesn't happen, well, we can kill him and bury his body. One of the two.
Ultimately, I think we don't want to kill him, but we can make sure he doesn't leave the house.
Or at least doesn't remember us.
Yes,
Per se.
both. In fact, if he forgets his memory and carries on doing what he does at a normal pace, it's not going to raise any suspicion.
Yeah. That's
So-
my idea.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We know where he lives, we know where he works, and if he doesn't remember us, he's got no reason to not carry on doing what he's doing.
Yeah, and we can still do the stakeout even if he's there to pick up the things, because we can be a few days before that and basically monitor what's happening.
Yeah, we want to see who's dropping it off more than anything at this stage,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
So we just need to clear out his memory of this situation here, and we're fine. Right? Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Okay, so once Cedric gets oh, that's too cute, I can't focus.
I'm a dog now. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's so neat. You know, look, he's like scratching my arm, just trying to get my fucking. What you doing? Ow!
Oh, buddy. Love it. Okay, so
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with all the time. Yeah.
I love it. It's amazing. Once Cedric brings Andres out, I'll follow them. Well, I wouldn't follow them, but I'll use my sorcerer's ability to contact Colonel with a sending.
As
Okay.
he's dragging me
And-
out, am I still getting more wisdom saves?
And Cedric, roll a strength check. Contested versus Andros.
Oh, this is going to be funny. Do I have to roll a strength check then?
Yeah, Scuppy, I need you to roll a strength check, please.
Easy.
Oh,
That's easy.
okay.
Well,
Damn.
19 minus 1 for an 18 for Andros. Woo!
Oh, close.
All right. Well, it's a hard fought struggle, but you are eventually able to sort of like just about sweep Andros's legs out from under him, and though his body is like stiff and like reaching out to try and grab things, you manage to drag him out of the doorway. I see it.
Would I
She's
still
scrambling
need
down
to-
her note to Carnell right now.
So if it's something trying to get me to kill him, would I still need to do wisdom saves because my spirit of death is still stood right behind him? Which I control.
Your spirit of death does not seem to be affected by this in the same way that you are.
Okay. Cool.
But can you please roll a wisdom saving throw again?
He's such a rat. It is so annoying right now.
You manage to
With an
stave off the instinctive feelings for a bit, and you become a bit more pliable for Sid to maneuver you out of the building.
Do I have any indications to where he's coming from? Just for.
These are just twitches in your body. They don't feel like they're coming from anywhere. It feels like you're just muscles contracting on their own.
Okay.
If you're nice enough, you will let me pass some words as one. As in, like,
Some
for example,
words as one?
he's with what's called
With apostrophe? Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah. Okay. So what Carnellen hears in his head is, Carney, could you modify someone's memory in Round Nibogap for us? He's a proxy to lots of death. That's asking a lot, but important. So he hears a bunch of, important words, but kind of scribbled.
So, mark off a spell slot, and off
Yeah.
the sending spell goes. It leaves your brain, and you feel as it finds its recipient. It's not too long later, but you get a response. Oh, hey, Anxie. Ooh. I'm kind of spent for the night, sorry. Just kind of did a concert. Sorry.
See, what a bitch. Can never count on this guy, honestly. Like,
You fucker.
I mean, you could just drag me into the room and you guys leave, and what happens happens.
That was my second idea.
I mean, he's a pretty bad guy. I mean, he's called for carrying.
I don't care. No, like, Sid has no clue what the fuck is really going on and all the type of shit. But he would sense if you had bad intentions with a person. He would not let you do that.
Wait, I don't have bad intentions of him. Something forcing me.
I mean, you see on his face, Sid, that Andros
It's
looks
the
really
thing.
concerned by what's happening. And you see his body twitching in inhuman ways. It's like
Yeah.
violent tensing and twitchings.
I think the fact that I nearly contested him on a strength check would have concerned Sid, I think.
Exactly. I am definitely not letting him alone in a room with that person.
I have another idea.
Oh boy.
Out of character again.
Oh God.
So, guys, hear me out. If we knock him out unconscious for, a while, like
yeah,
at least
great
8
start.
hours, and we, there is means to an end. Like we try to get Carnelian to do it tomorrow, and basically modify his memory. He can do it for something that's up to 7 days from the day that he's doing it. So he can technically remove his memory of this situation.
I
Okay.
just thought of an even better solution that doesn't involve killing him, memory manipulation.
You kill him?
It doesn't involve killing him. We get him high on X-Bound, we heal his broken finger and make him think it's all a dream. Because he looks at his finger and it's perfectly healed. He's, and he's, getting off a high. He's going to think.
All right.
In the wake of this brilliant idea, roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Well, in all seriousness, like if this is actually happening out of character, right? What would happen in character, I think, is Anxie needs to decide if she whether wants to go with
7
knocking
points
him
of
out,
psychic
like she
damage.
said, or if she wants to go with Anders this way. What would Anxie go with? Her plan or Andros' plan?
Anxie doesn't care.
She doesn't care?
Which plan being Andros'
The thing
plan there?
is,
Like, being the plan we
making
discussed
him
out of
high as
character.
fuck.
Okay, yeah.
In Anxie's eyes, if this guy dies, it's all solved. And Anxie is she doesn't care about people that do bad things, if that makes any sense. So if this guy dies, well, he's gotten what he deserves.
I don't think Sid would let anyone just die like that.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's why you shouldn't listen to Anxie, because she doesn't care about people. If they're not like close to her.
Sid is definitely, he can be swayed or like manipulated, not knowing that would happen. But if you want Sid to knock the guy out for a couple of hours, that's no problem.
Anxie, as you received your message from Carnellen, you hear a struggle outside between Andros and Sid. They're still physically altercating.
Do you have Baylor of Zinni? Do they have any input?
I mean, we should.
Baylor doesn't want to kill the guy.
Fair.
Baylor wants to use the guy to learn more about what's happening. Like, I've already told the Lords that we'll go back and talk to them about this and we'll investigate pretty much. We'll help them solve the problem.
You could take him back to the Lords and present, show him, show there's obviously something going on and we can use him and basically get the guards not to mess with us while we're investigating it because they know what we're doing.
Out of character, he might spill the beans.
Exactly.
That you provided him with a license to trade.
You might get in danger.
I just won't be there. And
do you remember how the Lords dealt with the last person that they interrogated when you were in the city?
Oh, he might not spill the beans.
I mean, to be fair, forging a license isn't exactly a capital crime, especially when it's like a trade license.
In normal circumstances, but in Dewey's city, calling him fat was a capital crime, so I can't imagine what forging a license in his name would be.
I mean, calling him fat was against him personally, which probably made it 10 times worse.
That's true.
He probably couldn't care less about forging a document otherwise. I mean, Andros wouldn't be worried about that, put it that way. So if you want to go that route, go ahead. Just bear in mind, I'm currently I don't currently want to kill him, but obviously something does. So
he's fighting some demons right now.
Yeah.
My thoughts would be getting this guy back to his normal routine.
Yeah,
that would be ideal for now. But achieving that might not be so easy. Maybe we can bargain with him that we will help him if he helps us.
We could. We also can just draw a line between us and the guy that sold him the license, because technically he's not seen Andros's face, and he doesn't know we are technically connected to him. So we can try and, draw the line there.
We could say this is just somebody who brought us here. He recognized us as the Wayward Wanderers and told us,
said that
"Come
already."
with me." Yeah, sorry, you have. But, if we do that, we can bargain with him as well. But getting him to work with us might be the best solution for now, and we can help get him out of his life of crime.
Okay, we can
try. You could get him on your side by healing his finger as well, potentially.
Okay.
Make it more friendly
so,
towards you.
Let's do this thing. Since Zinni can, calm people and hold them for a bit, Zinni hears in her head, there is a struggle outside. I think Andros's is beating up Cedric, potentially. Maybe you should go help Sid.
Wisdom
And
saving
then-
throw, please.
And then when that's done, I'll sit next to the guy, and I'll tell to Baylor first. Baylor, I think we can help this man. I think he's probably not a bad person, but the circumstances had made him one. Could you please heal him? He seems in pain.
You hear a struggled strain from outside. Andros, your hand begins to glow, and it digs into Cedric's chest and deals 20 points of necrotic damage to him.
Damn, I didn't know I could do that.
Thanks, dude.
Good things in his helping.
Good thing I have a shitload of health.
That too. We need to deal with that as well.
Not intentional. I'm just bad at rolling, it seems.
I mean, not alone.
I mean, at this point, you could try knocking me out, maybe. Although that managed to make
Yeah.
it worse. But I mean, I can't roll saves against it.
Okay, alright, so in character though, I mean, Sid feels that shit.
That shit fucking
Um,
hurts, brother. You felt like a spiked, acidic pain, like, sprint throughout your body, emanating from, like, the fingertips of where Andros just, like, dug his fingers into your chest.
I guess try to tie me up or something.
I have another idea. We can polymorph you into a bunny.
No, but reaction-wise, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking if I would actually ask Agsy, like, should I knock him the fuck out? I think I won't. I think I just wanna. I mean, it's a friend, right? But
He's hurting you.
I think
Karate chop him.
I wanted just a quick jab, like just fucking pure
Just punches me in
reaction.
the face, one shots me and I die.
Can I roll for that?
You can make any damage that you do non-lethal damage. The same as you do in Baldur's Gate. You just have to declare on the attack that it's going to be
I wanna
non-lethal.
Jab him the fuck out, yeah. Well, yeah, but I want to hit him on what's this?
In the
called?
temple.
Spot,
The temple.
I want to hit him on the temple.
Sure.
Quick jab.
You will have to bring him down to 0 hit points in order to actually
That's
knock
what
him
I
out.
mean. That's
Sure.
fucked up. I don't. Can't I just do this? Fuck, man. I need an unconscious.
While
Zinni
Sid's
kill him?
deciding what to do, can I just use Major Image on nothing to basically just waste a spell slot? So I've got no spell slots because I don't want to do any damage, and having a spell slot seems like not a good thing.
You cast Major Image, and a tiny little purple spark of energy flies in front of you for a bit, and then poof, disappears, being the cast
Okay,
of your
so I have
Major
spell
Image.
slots at least.
But right. But I I'm not
Uh-oh.
gonna hit him multiple times until he's like fucking down to 0 health. I think I'd rather restrain him then.
Are we gonna have a boxing match between Andros and Cedric?
No, like restrain you. Like there's no boxing, nothing. I just grapple the shit out of you and you can't do fuck all.
Gives
Well,
you
I think the main thing is
huggies.
like if you grapple me and if you can basically tie my hands up so I can't do anything.
Well, it's kind of like I'm behind you.
Yeah, I
Holding
imagine
you
it's
like
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or like even like
Contested athletics check then
Yeah.
between both of you, please.
good.
Zinni, are you going out to do a hold person on Andros?
Or
What the
Arcana
hell?
motions.
I'm rolling opposite of what I want to be rolling.
I'm going
Don't worry, don't worry.
outside, and then I just start cheering Sid on.
Why am I not shocked?
That's very in character. I
How did
like it.
basically the exact same checks happen again? What the fuck is that? Okay. Sid,
Wait,
you
when-
are able to basically, like, not belly flop, but you, like, fall down. Andros falls chest down onto the floor. You're on top of him, and you're able to sort of, like, grapple his arms behind his back.
No one played a poured up sound right now.
Bow chicka wow wow smile.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah, sure.
no, I'm kidding. Okay, yeah, I'm you know, like I'm holding him down, but apparently it's a bit of a struggle, and I think that's mainly to do with the fact, you know, I'm dealing with a friend here. I don't want to hurt him, so I'm being gentle.
Aww. And then Zinni starts screaming, "Fucking hit him! Knock him out!"
I like to think if I'm trying to speak, I'm like speaking partially in like deep speech or something weird or not
Oh.
non-intelligible.
All right, so while Zinni is cheering you on, you're scrambling weird fucking creepy fucking horror shit, and I'm just looking at Zinni like, "You're not helping."
Yeah, basically, if you let me go, my arms would bend back and you'd see me clamber up the wall onto the ceiling, and my head would just turn around in silence.
All right, let's not do that. But okay,
Great
I lo-
picture.
yeah, I love the scene. I love the scene. This is great.
Some very
Oh.
concerned neighbours at the moment.
Yeah. Hi, Snoopy.
Andros, you
He's so
feel
needy.
an
Look at these arms. Ow, 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 ow.
Andros, you feel an overwhelming amount of anger building from the very center of your chest. You feel that whatever this anger is, it's one final push.
Okay.
Roll
in
your wisdom
preparation for
saving
that,
throw or
just before
submit to
the
it.
wisdom saving throw, can I quickly have a wand of smiles and use it on my smile self?
No.
Damn.
You're not in control of your own body right now.
So another wisdom one.
Last one.
Last one?
These rolls.
Oh no. Don't think that's good.
As Sidric, you hold his hands behind his back, you feel poof, belted into your stomach. 2 Eldritch Blasts. Can you roll them for damage, please, Ale?
Fuck's sake.
Good thing it nerfed my Eldritch Blast.
Maybe that one's not nerfed. Because he's doing it.
Okay, one's fumbled.
Both are auto hits, so just roll damage for 2.
Does fumble one do less damage or something?
No. Sid, take 15 points of force damage.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. I mean, yes.
This is where Zinni decides to
I
step
just-
in.
I just say sorry and I just point to the. I tried to point to the healing potion in my bag.
Can he do that?
He can stumble to somewhat, yeah.
Oh.
Sid is trying to stay tough, but he has like one eye closed, like, you know, like trying to get the damage.
So
It's
Zinni,
not great, guys.
Zinni, what are you doing right now?
Are you still fucking cheering this shit on?
I'm cheering for you, so
Yeah, but it's not
Um,
going great. I could use some assistance.
Having
Give
some
her some
guidance on these
time.
wisdom checks would help.
Brother, it won't help.
I think honestly, with my one eye closed, I look at Zinni, and I tell her like, I'm fine. And then there's like one tear out of the closed eyes, like, you know, just dropping down.
I'm just gonna hold person now.
Thanks. Right. Very useful. Oh wait.
Another wisdom save.
He
Okay.
needs to roll. He's gonna beat it now.
Actually, can I succumb to this one or?
You have no choice. You must resist.
Oh, great. Oh, thank
Okay, well, at least
God.
my wisdom saving throws have been bad, so that's good at least.
Consistency.
All right. So this means I can stop holding him, right?
For a minute, I believe.
For 6
Well-
seconds until he can attempt to restrain again at the end of the turn.
Well, when that happens, at least you know I know this is happening, and I
Can
kind
you
of
at least use?
I just kind of plop on the floor, like both arms, like poof, and there's like dust coming up, like oh, and I kind of like holding my stomach, like that fucking hurt.
Can you use the time to like tie my hands together or something? Might be an idea.
Well, I should be too exhausted to do that, so it'd be up to Angsty to kind of interfere there.
I'm inside, being diplomatic, Do you think I can do that?
So it's just me and Zinni outside? Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just the
Zinni,
two of you.
what do you do?
I'm waiting for you to do something.
I'm exhausted. I'm hurt.
I
You
don't
can,
have any
you,
heals.
you can direct me to do something, but Sid wouldn't have that thought on him own, basically.
Kill him.
I mean, that's easy.
Direct him to kill him.
Can I try to heal Sid?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh,
I think that's
okay, I
that's
like
what
that.
Zinni would do. She would.
Wait, do you even
remember to
have healing
say-
spells? I thought we went over this.
Medicine check. Can I do
Fuck.
that?
Medicine can be used to stabilize people, not necessarily heal them. Like, Sid's not really on the verge of death, he's just beaten up.
Get the healing
Let's
potion,
see.
guys.
Oh, do I have it?
Andres told you where it was when
Yeah,
he
he
was
pointed
trying
it
to-
in
Yeah,
his bag.
bag.
You can pinch it from there if you
Oh.
want while he's frozen.
Well, maybe
I have a potion of
Zinni.
okay, so here's the issue. I've got a potion of greater healing, a potion of healing, and a potion of poison. Does Sid know the difference?
Well, okay, let's put it like this. Would Zinni tell Sid to grab the potion?
Yes.
Okay. What instruction would you give? What's the differences? Zinni would know the differences between these potions, right?
One's
Well, Sid probably
got
can't see my
a
bag. so
bright red liquid in
doesn't
it,
realise
one's
I
got a
have-
bright green liquid. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
did you
better.
point to the specific one or no?
I just pointed to my bag.
And
Also,
does-
would Cedric think green is orc?
Okay. With those instructions, what would I roll?
You've probably seen people drink healing potions before. I would allow you to roll a history check with a low DC of 8 to try and remember which color people drink to heal.
But let's see. History's -2, by the way, just so you know.
So it's a 50-50 roll.
-2.
Oh! 8 exactly.
Yeah, Sid is like trying to remember that shit. There's a lot of thinking going on. Like you can really see him visibly just being very challenged. And I guess I grabbed the right potion and drink it. Would you?
Okay.
Which one do you grab? The healing or greater healing? Just so I know which one to take off inventory.
I want to roll for that because I would not be able to.
Just
defend it.
roll a
Where's
d20.
bigger?
1 to 10 is the regular, 11 and 20 is the greater.
I
I
would have
wanna say
imagined
that-
Sid would take the big bottle, right?
Yeah,
He's
that's
pr-
what I was gonna say. Big
Exactly. Why
bottle.
would he get the small?
Well, he rolled
one?
and grabbed the bigger one anyway. So, what's the stats for a greater healing? Is it like 4d4 plus 4? 4d4 plus
I've already removed
something?
it from my bag, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, full health is what that will give me.
No, it
The
won't.
standard potion is 2d4 plus 2, but
I
that's-
think greater would be
I can
4d4 plus 2, right?
44. Wow.
that does sound about right.
No,
It would be
4d4, not 44.
Plus 4.
A 4d4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4d4 plus 4.
So go ahead and bring out the dice thing and roll 4d4s. One, 3, 2, 2,
Plus
7,
4.
8
8.
plus 2. You heal 10 HP.
It's plus 4, not plus 2.
12.
Oh, plus 4 says 12, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for
Yeah.
healing potions, it's always plus the amount of dice you use.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Hmm.
Logic.
Andros,
A little bit of critical
whatever
roll
force
on
inside of
that.
you, it's making its final push still as you failed your last roll. Roll again your wisdom saving throw or submit to it. As you manage to force off this final wave of absolute anger writhing through you, you feel it finally dissipate from your body. And then you start to feel more leave your body. Your vitality starts to sap somewhat. You feel weaker. Your breath feels light, your chest feels concave almost. You no longer have access to anything that you've earned from your Warlock class sheet, and your max HP is reduced by half.
Andros is an
Wouldn't that
NPC.
be everything then, basically?
Everything from the
Pretty
Warlock class sheet.
You keep your items and stuff.
Okay, so I've got a sword I can't use. Because that needs my packed weapon.
I've never seen you use a sword anyway.
Oh, it was sort of a backup in case it took away my Eldritch Blast. I wasn't expecting it to take away my sword as well. But
You can leave it on the sheet
Uh,
for the sake of it, just you are not able to use anything that is labeled as being from Warlock.
How much HP reduction was it, sorry?
Your max
50%,
HP is reduced by half.
Okay, do I round up or down? So I have 41 max HP.
Always round down in this game. Cedric, you look upon Andros now. His body
Letting me-
looks... Yeah, just set your max HP to 20. Sorry, your current HP to 20, and then we'll...
I think it worked. Okay, I've got it.
Okay. His body looks withered. Skin graying, hair thinning. He looks incredibly wrinkled all over, like his body has had all his muscles drain away. Something big just happened to your friend.
Uh-oh.
I think you can let go of me now. Actually, you already have. Am I still under hold person? Or...
I already let go of you.
Hold person wears off.
Okay. Well, that was awkward. I just go to Sid and say, sorry, Sid, and pat him on the shoulder.
I'm kind of looking at you while laying on the floor, so I was holding you like that, right? And while I look at you, I'm kind of like this. Is this? Holding my fists up.
Do I look like an old man now or something? Yeah, quite.
Not quite an old man.
Unfortunate.
You basically look like a dead body.
Oof.
Same thing.
Okay, I would have preferred old man. Okay.
You look like a dead body. What the fuck?
Same thing as an old man. Sort of.
I think Sid would offer him a drink. Like, you want some water?
I'm guessing I would have reverted form to Andros as well as part of his sort lost the ability to
Yes.
alter form as well.
And notably, Anxie, in the room, the spirit of death disapparates.
Yeah, what's been happening in the room?
Basically, just you and the guy just like awkwardly staring off each other while he just sort of
No,
like
I
occasionally
wanted to
pleads with you.
speak.
Okay, then go and speak.
Yeah, we gotta be diplomatic here. And I asked Baylor whether he can heal him. That was the first thing that happened.
Yeah, so while all that commotion's happening outside, we're doing things inside.
All right, okay.
That was the plan.
So these are all happening simultaneously still.
Yeah. So,
So,
I'll take Zinni's seat and I'll reach out and put my hand over his hand and cast a Cure Wounds to hit his finger.
You hear several crackings as the finger snaps back into place.
that looks painful. So,
Yeah, boss.
I'm sorry that happened to you. We didn't know what this person would do. He just brought us here because he said he had lead on what's happening in the city. So, you see, we were here on a meeting and we were told about this expand, was it? These expand incidents that were happening, and the guy that hurt you told us about you. However, I don't think you necessarily have to be connected to all of that. If you help us, are you following my thinking process?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, we just want to deal with the problem in the city. We don't really care about your part in it, but we would like to know everything you know, and we would like you to continue acting as if nothing's happened, as if you don't, as if you haven't met us, we don't know anything about your work and whatnot. But at the same time, we would like to investigate what's happening, right? And we would like to see this person that's trying to deliver stuff to you.
So you want me to keep selling in the meantime?
We will be selling Expand.
What's my job?
What-
Uh,
Wait, it sounds
Is
like
that-
potions and poisons, that's what the sign says, but like...
oh, people who come to you to buy drugs. Ugh.
How is the potions and poisons side of your business?
It's not that bad, actually.
You should stick to that.
You should stick to that. And I think if you help us, we'll help you get out of this nasty drug business. And you've got a decent enough life set up here. And I kind of look around his house and grimace a little bit. And
Well, this is the residence that was assigned and given to me. Same with the store. My name's not Perry, by the way.
What
Oh,
is your name?
buddy.
My name's Gander.
Okay, hello, Gander. We're gonna set you free if you let us. Would you be interested in that?
Yeah?
We can deal with your captor or boss, whatever you call him, and you will just stop doing all these criminal activities you've been a part of.
If you say so, yeah.
I'd like to insight check that.
Go ahead and roll. What were you going to say, Baylor?
I was going to ask if that's something he wants.
I just want to make my living.
Do you think you could make a living selling the potions and poisons instead of the drugs?
Not when I run out of stock. I don't control the supply.
So, what else could you do?
Well, when I was younger, I used to work behind a bar, but I've not done that in a number of years.
Well, that's something I'm pretty sure you could find a job doing here. But you could also go speak to the people at that magic shop and see if they can help you find a supplier for potions and poisons in a legitimate way. So you can set up a legitimate business instead of doing whatever this dodgy, shady stuff is
Oh,
that you're
that-
currently doing.
You mean like that big wizard castle, whatever it is?
Yeah.
Now, those fuckers hate me. I'm undercutting their prices all the time.
I mean, wouldn't that mean that you wouldn't be undercutting them anymore and you would be potentially working with them?
Oh.
You can go in there and strike up a deal with them.
You watch as, like, you can almost see the cogs turning in his head. He's like, I could, but I did tell the one with the long beard to fuck his own arsehole. So I
Well,
don't know how nice they're gonna be.
You might need to start with an apology and then maybe start negotiating.
Sure.
Maybe a gift. Nothing illegal.
Oh, okay.
But if you work with us and you work with this plan, you can get yourself out of this dodgy mess that you're in and set up a legitimate business and grow yourself a good future.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you know that the path you're on now, you know where that's going to lead.
Yes.
And you clearly know who we are.
No.
Oh, nice.
Let's just say we're not the people that you want investigating you.
Maybe.
No.
And right now, we're investigating what's happening in the city with the expand problem. So you rather want to be on our good side than our bad side. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. So you work with us, and we'll work with you, and we'll help you where you can if you help us where we can, or where you can.
Baylor rolled an insight check for me.
Please roll well.
Baylor, the last 30 seconds of you talking, where you were giving him instructions, you very much get the feel that he's just responding with whatever he thinks he's supposed to respond with to get you to leave. You can the concepts you were talking about didn't not I don't want to say didn't make sense to him. He doesn't really his brain's not ticking that fast.
All right. We're going to head out, yeah.
Yes,
For
whatever
now-
you say, sir.
You just carry on doing what you've normally been doing,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll come and check in with you.
Yes.
Good.
And just to be sure, buddy, Grinder, you don't have any means of communicating with your.
That's like
That is not his name.
I know. Thank you for the reaction. Anyway, you don't have any means of communicating with your bosses, you said, correct?
no. Sometimes I leave a note at the dead drop where I pick the stuff up and I get a response next time they drop something.
Okay, well, don't believe in any notes we wouldn't want to find, right? Because
No.
that would be dangerous for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And he hears in his head, see you,
Mm.
and I leave.
You just hear him kind of whimper to himself.
I'll follow Anxie out.
Two of
What's
you
your
come out
reaction
to
to
see a
seeing me?
withered and grey-skinned Andros with no vitality to his face or any part of his body, and a very beat-up Cedric.
Guys, you were meant to, help him, not do whatever you did.
What did you do? Like, Sid? Zinni? What did you do to him?
We held him. And then Zinni did some weird spell on him, and I stole a potion of him, which made me feel better. But yeah, he was being kind of aggressive. Yep.
No way Zini did that to him, right? Well, Zini?
He really hurt Sid. He cast a spell on Sid and
I mean, hurt is a big word, alright? I don't really feel
Sid,
pain.
you were let's say you were incapacitated a little bit.
No. It was merely a scratch. Alright, it did fucking hurt, alright? He was being a little cunt, alright? But we handled the situation, he's alright again, that's what matters.
He doesn't look alright.
Doesn't.
So
I
I
always look
came out.
alright.
I came outside, and the first thing that I saw was Andros lob a spell at Sid and take him out, and then I held him. I'm definitely skipping details of what no one else knows, right? Right?
Yeah, I don't think it was Sid and Zinni.
Was it your friend again?
I don't think it's too happy with me not killing him.
How are you feeling?
Like I might need to go get a job.
There is an opening for potion seller in the town.
He does seem to have a lot of potions.
Yeah, I mean I could can still forge things, I think. So I could get a license for that, I guess.
You have a way of communicating with your friend?
Maybe if I have a nap, but I'm not sure it's. I'm pretty sure the situation is unless I kill someone, it's going to be pretty unhappy. So, unless there's any volunteers.
I'll pass this time.
Hmm.
Also, I don't think you can
I mean,
kill me now. I feel
I've
like I
still-
can one-shot you.
I've still got a sword. I pick up the sword and it's like unbalanced. I nearly fall over.
Oh, buddy. Oh, that's kind of sad. We should probably go rest. Maybe you get a nap and talk to him.
Hmm.
Oh,
If we do that, it might be worth just making sure you lock your doors just in case something happens again.
we can take a watch. Make sure that you're not killing anyone.
That's probably for the best.
Baylor, what happened during the ward meeting?
It went very well.
It did.
And basically, Lord Hathford and Lord Dewey are going to work together to get the farmlands going between the cities, and Dewey's not going to chop down any more trees. And I'll relay basically what happened in the meeting.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, it went well. But speaking of that, I need to get back there. Report back on what's happened here, and I need to speak to Dewey a little bit more about the other explosions and what his guards, captains possibly know of their investigation.
It might be worth telling Adrianus what happened to me as well. He might know more, maybe.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially, yeah. Good shot.
Baylor, if you're going back to Adralis and then we are basically gathering together, I think we should all meet at Ladies' Garden.
Lord's Garden.
Lord's Garden. I remember there being a tree. Maybe Adralis can remember it.
Possibly. Do you want to go get us some rooms at the inn, and I'll go back to the Lords?
Yeah. We will be safe. Do you need someone to come with you?
Well, the meeting is over. If somebody would like to come with me, by all means. Maybe not Zinni with that furry animal friend she's got there. Adrianus won't be happy.
Yeah. I would come with you, but I believe we need to take care of Andros' situation now. Maybe let him nap a bit and take a watch.
I would want to go with you, but the chance of me turning around and trying to kill one of the lords is pretty high right now. So
yeah, let's.
I mean, that's it. If I do need to kill someone, Dewey.
That would be a good pick, but maybe don't say it out loud.
Yeah, and maybe not right now.
Okay.
Things seem to be in a good place right now.
I mean, speak for yourself, but okay.
You're gonna be fine, buddy. Hopefully, maybe. Who knows? Baylor, do we still have these sending stones? Maybe you can let us know if something's happening.
We do. We didn't leave one with Gwen, so I've got them both.
No. May I have one, and you can message me if something happens?
Of course, and I'll give you a sending stone.
Okay. Well, in that case, we should go towards the inn and let Andros speak with his friend. Potentially.
Yeah.
Out of interest, is my book still there? Was it gone?
Disappeared.
Yep.
Did you get any spells from your feet, by the way?
From what?
Your level 4 feet.
Oh, you took actor, right? So I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Well, he can act.
I mean, to be fair, being able to imitate people and persuade people is probably useful to have right now. It's kind of the only thing I've got.
So,
That's good.
group is heading to the Lord's Garden,
Yeah.
and Baylor is heading back to Dewey's mansion. You eventually split up.
Someone,
hmm
I feel like I've missed some because I don't understand what's happening to Andros. Can someone explain?
Well, he angered his patron. The patron wanted him to use a spell, and he didn't use that spell. And now he's basically suffering the consequences, losing his powers.
What's
being,
the patron? Who's the
It's like a
patron?
demon. Warlocks have like
Yeah.
a patron or matron or whatever, and those.
A wizard learns their power.
Yeah.
Yeah, a wizard learns their power through many years of studies. A sorcerer is born with their power from birth. A warlock
Talent.
borrows their power from a more powerful entity.
It's
Usually
like
a
having a shitty boss.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So you're like,
Currently, Andros is no longer a warlock.
Yeah, and as well, like we like very early on, we had some under the table sessions where they disappeared, and basically Andros and Dex had like a little under the table session where Dex was probably RPing as his patron or whatever.
I did that a
Okay.
couple times in his dreams, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't get to see that, but it's usually a demon, and you know they do give him powers, but there's always a price to pay.
okay.
Which makes warlocks very interesting.
That's going to be my argument if I end up having a chat of it. It's like, you want me to do this, but what are you giving me in return?
And it fits, honestly, it fits Andros' character very well, like cutting corners, you know? Being shady, like, why should I study all those years? But, you know, I haven't been born with all these innate talents.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, to be
Imagine.
fair,
You
with
gotta do-
Andros, he didn't really have that. He kind of just woke up on a beach one day and, like, didn't realize he was a warlock, but basically was.
That's all you
So it's not
currently
like he
remember,
went out
sure.
to- Well, I mean, okay, well, that indicates I might have done something, but okay. Not that I can remember anyway.
I think you've told
what-
Anxie before, right? You being on a
What?
ship on the way to the island, it capsizing. You should have drowned, but woke up on the shore.
So you should have drowned, you woke up. Did that patron save you from dying?
I don't know. That's the thing.
So, you don't know
It's,
if
it's
you...
also presumably because he gave me the ability to summon shamblers, so it's presumably the source of all that.
That's
it's
very
like-
interesting, because you didn't seek the power yourself, basically, is what you're saying.
Not that I
Or
can
you,
remember.
or you
now.
don't know. Yeah, you don't know. Okay. Well, you're not the only party member with amnesia, so I get it.
Maybe
It-
underwater. I just saw Cedric and we made a deal.
In this scenario, then, your demon patron thing told you to attack us, or what happened?
Well, it didn't tell me to attack you. It's been trying to push me to to kill somebody basically. And I'm guessing it really wanted me to kill that guy.
Okay.
It tried taking over to
Hmm.
do that, and I resisted.
Yeah, the last couple of dreams that Andros had, normally I would drag him into a different VC, but I haven't for the last couple because they've just happened. Remember, there was the one. Actually, you weren't there for. I don't think you were there for either of these sessions, Zinni. But one of them, you guys didn't know it was a dream at first, and Scap, I know you remember this because you came right at the moment you needed to speak, where Anxie, Baylor, and Sid all spoke to him in his dream and was like attacking him
Right.
and made him attack
Hmm. Yeah, that was
you
cool.
guys.
That was a cool session.
And then more recently, there was the one where you guys were in the tunnel in the woods and you fell down that giant waterfall. all of you guys splattered on the ground, and Andros was just stood there fine. And then he came over to your barely alive bodies, was told to kill, and he refused and incurred the wrath of his patron. Now, his patron has started moving his body without Andros's accord in this time. Andros kept refusing, and now he has been stripped of all his warlock powers.
So you try to be the good guy, and this is how you're rewarded.
So,
Thank you.
So I'm now a level 7 intern.
basically, that looks like a corpse.
I think I heard Baylor laughing in the distance.
Yeah. So
Yeah, there you go.
So you guys have split off, and you're heading to the Lord's Garden. I imagine someone's sort of like helping Andros limp, as he is unused to this body, without any kind of vigor or muscle, and he's sort of like ambling about the place. You're able to book a couple rooms for the night. I'm guessing some of you want to sleep separately. Maybe you want to lock Andros in his own room.
No, I think we should all be together. Maybe if we can get like a place or a room with like 2 separate bedrooms, or something.
Like the VIP suite at Rotherford.
Can I suggest like chaining my arms to the bed or something? Just so
Yeah, we'll do
if
that.
something happens, I'm not gonna break out.
Fucking Exorcist style. Let's go. All right.
Basically, yeah.
Though this is a sister chain of the Ladies' Garden, the Lord's Garden is significantly smaller scale. There isn't anything that equates to sort of like a penthouse suite or anything, and there's all just copy and pasted apartment rooms throughout, which you've spent a bunch of time in before, but it basically contains one double bed, a cupboard, a drawers, and like a table and chair, and that's it.
We can get like 2 or 3 of them. Maybe
Yeah, how many
3.
rooms on the top floor?
Top floor, there's like 12 of them, because this building goes around in a square around the central garden.
So if we take half the top floor,
Mm.
I'm not sure if Adrianus is going to want to stay over for a night as well before he travels back. So I'm just
Would he
thinking
fit in the
6 rooms.
door?
He can crash. It's more the bed I'm worried about than the door, to be honest.
Yeah, the thing is, we need to take a watch over Andros so he doesn't do anything, and we can stop him if something happens. So I don't know how much we care about sleeping in separate bedrooms at the start, at least. So we can just get 3 of them and not use 2 of them if needed. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So, before cutting to the Lord's Garden, Baylor, you make your way back to the Lord's Mansion, and you come to what is, you assume, the wrapping up of just generic talks among the Lords. And as soon as you enter, Adriella sort of like eyes you, and you see something that you don't often see on his face, which is a sense of relief, and he slowly walks towards you. Baylor, how's been a while since I've done these meetings. How was things out there?
Lots of people were hurt. Lots of people lost their lives today.
Dewey has filled me in with some of the happenstances of what has occurred. An explosion of some kind of drug lab, it seems.
That's what it seems like, yeah. Some sort of drug lab. There seems to be some endemic happening in the city with regards to people using this drug and manufacturing it in the city.
He said it has spiked considerably in the last week. Baylor, do you know anything of this?
Not more than what I've learned today. And while we're in the city, I think we will do some investigations and try and help Dewey resolve the situation. And I think we can talk more
Okay.
once we're out of the mansion.
You see an entourage approaching you. It's Lord Persian Relvin and his sort of like entourage of guards. You boy, Balin, how are things? What happened out there?
My lord, there was a explosion. Seems to be related to some sort of drug lab, and many people have been injured and many have lost their lives.
Hmm.
We've
I
healed those we
know.
can.
I know considerably of the substance that's causing the issues. We've heard rumors of it up in Relvin, though we are considerably harsher with our contraband checks before entering the city. It's a shame to learn that these checks aren't as rigorous south of the peaks.
For all I know, they are very similar, my lord. It seems that the contraband is being manufactured within the city walls. And it was one of these manufacturing facilities which exploded today.
Well, though it inevitably will, I hope that you are still able to not have this sour your mood too much, as you were a part of something quite monumentous today. We're happy to have had you with us. Minor as your
Thank you, my
stature may be, but accompanying Adriellis is still no small feat. I'm unsure if we'll be having further meetings in the future, but I should look forward to see you again.
Thank you, my lord. It was really an honor to be here and to accompany Adriellis. And with what was achieved in today's meeting, there's not much which can sour my mood today.
Right. Well, shall bid you adieu, and I will depart now. Good day.
Travel safe, lord.
Goodbye, Lord Relvin. And Vizian bows his head, and they all leave the building. Dewey and Hennard are still chatting in a somewhat hushed tone over in the corner. You there? Druid boy, come here.
I'll approach Lord Dewey.
Is it as destructive as it usually was?
I can't speak for what it usually was. I don't know of the previous incidents, but this was quite destructive. There is a building which is near collapse. There are people who have lost their lives today.
It
And many were
is
injured.
best concerning.
My lord, what do you and your guards know of this? We, the Wayward Wanderers, would like to offer our assistance in resolving this matter.
If you could get to the bottom of whoever's manufacturing or at the very least selling this product, we would certainly appreciate any assistance. Our guards have been somewhat ill-equipped to deal with what we've been discovered to be somewhat of a network creating and distributing within the city.
Well, who has been leading up the investigation?
One of my captains, I can't remember the name right now. Davis can get it to you tomorrow, along with all the information that I have. It's minimal,
That would
but
be
it should
appreciated.
hopefully assist somewhat.
Any information at this stage would always be helpful.
Indeed. Well,
We'll be staying at the Ladies' Garden if they could come round tomorrow and bring any information.
oh, the Lord's Garden. Yes, I know that place. You stayed
the
there
Lord's
last
Garden,
time, I
sorry.
remember.
Yes, indeed.
I shall send for you tomorrow morning then.
Thank you, my lord.
Hannah doesn't really say much, just gives you a bow and a sort of like a pained but earnest smile as you walk back to Adriellis.
Well, not yet. I turn to Lord Hennard and Lord Hennard, I want to thank you very much for putting this meeting together today. This has been absolutely monumental for the island
Oh no,
and the safety of everybody. And this is all by your doing.
Thank you. I'm most pleased that I was even capable of arranging such a thing. Truly a monumentous moment, though the mood has been significantly soured. I should hope for more in the future and should hope that you are present at future meetings.
I do hope the meetings continue, and if Adrianus declares fit for me to be in the meetings, then I will be present.
I'm sure he will. He's spoken very highly of you in your absence.
I'll bow a little and thank you, my lord.
Get some rest. It seems that you will be investigating tomorrow. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, my lord.
You head back to Adrelis, who now, even in this moment, seems a little bit overwhelmed. Baylor, before I head back, do you know of any greenery still left in the city?
I know of one place, my lord. The inn where we are going to be
Please, you
staying.
don't need
the
to
night.
call me my lord. It's just Adrelis.
Oh, it's just been so much going on. I'm sorry,
It's
Adrianus,
all
I'm sorry.
right. He puts an arm around you, and you feel a genuine sense of comfort. That's a bit unusual for Adrelis. He's usually so stoic, but in this moment, you can see he's let his guard down significantly from being worn down from today's events.
All right, well, Adrianus, if you're ready, then we can head out to the inn. They have a beautiful garden.
Yes, it's my balance feels very off. It is not often I've been stood on two legs for so long. And you watch as he morphs back into his giant stag form, and you both walk towards the doors. The guards only open one door at first, and as Adrielus sort of stands there and doesn't walk through because his horns would be too big, the guards sort of sigh and open the second of the double doors as well, and you eventually both pass through and off out into the now late afternoon air, heading towards the Lord's Garden. I just realized I forgot we have a scene for this, and there's specific music that plays in the Lord's Garden. So, you all reconvene within the lobby of the Lord's Garden. All of you are quite weary from today's events, some more physically weary than others. But Baylor and Adrelis have now joined you, and you have paid for rooms for the night.
What did Adriana say when he saw me?
Didn't really say anything. He looked you over and gave you sort of like a very sort of like stank eye, like I looked at you and then hasn't commented. Somber air is stricken across the group. Really was a terrible thing that happened today. In total, like, I think you counted 12 people died and 3 more were grievously injured, with a few more suffering minor scrapes and bruises. Is it time to retire to your rooms for the night?
We're not retiring to our rooms, we're taking a watch.
Okay. So, I'm assuming it's Andros in his room. Is it just one person keeping watch at a time?
How far away are the rooms?
They're all like next to each other, like stacked.
Okay, so if something happens, we can tell the others immediately.
Yeah, I mean, if you're restraining me as well, it should be enough delay to call out and
Yeah.
other people turn.
Okay, so we will restrain him to the bed before we do anything. I'll take the first watch. And yeah. Sorry.
Okay. It's still before dusk has broken. It's still somewhat light outside, but you can close the curtains, and all of you seem to be somewhat eager for a rest. You've walked like half the day, and then even after that, you then had a rather action-packed day. So, as you all start to commit down for a long rest, Anxie, you are taking the first watch over Andros. Andros, as you are heading to sleep, is there anything in particular that you're doing, trying to achieve, intent you're wishing? Or are you just sleeping?
What do you mean? Intent?
Are you just lying down and letting sleep take you, or are you trying to impose some kind of will?
Well, trying to get in contact with whatever it is, but I don't really know how, so.
Okay.
What is Adrielis doing?
Adrielis declined a room and has gone to the central garden in his stag form, and as you were leaving him and left him there, you watched him start to, which you didn't see before when you were traveling with him, curl up and sort of lie down in a nice sort of like flowery patch of foliage.
Are there any other guests that'd be in? Kind of awkward for them to walk
There
in.
was
This
one,
little room has
yeah.
a huge stag in it.
there was one person resting in the garden or just like lounging in the bench who immediately upon you guys entering looked very sort of like and then swiftly got up and left for their room. Should you want to have a conversation with Adrielis, or anyone wants to ask him any questions before this long rest starts, you're free to do so.
He seems tired.
He does. He was
And
rather overwhelmed from the day.
Yeah, I don't want to bother him.
Okay.
But if anybody else wants to, I'm not going to stop them.
Then we are starting this long rest. Anxie, you're taking your long rest. Go ahead and roll a perception check, please.
Yeah.
Are you making that sending message in private, by the way?
No, it doesn't have to be. While being on my watch, I'll send a message to Cornelian after the one that was earlier.
I can give you the
Which
response
would-
privately if you want it to be. That's no problem. I'll do right after the session.
Sure, whatever.
Okay.
Oh. So next session, midway through?
No,
Okay.
like right after the session ends.
It's whatever. I'm just apologizing for the bother and hoping that his concert went well, I suppose. That's it.
Okay.
I'm just taking the watch, writing down in my notes all that. Nothing more.
With that perception check, could I just moonwalk out of there and not be noticed?
Potentially, yeah, you can.
Who is going to take second watch of Andros? Because during your watch, Anxie, he's just there, silently sleeping. You notice his breath is significantly lighter than usual, his chest barely moving, but that may just be his new body.
I can take the second watch.
Okay. Baylor, can you roll a perception check as well? You watch as a couple times throughout your watch, Andros tries to twist and turn a little bit. It's never necessarily fully pulling on his restraints, but you sense some sort of like very, very faint turmoil. And who will take the third watch? one of the two that seem to be a bit mentally checked out right now. Sid or Zinni, which of you is taking the third watch?
I'll do it.
Okay. Just roll a perception check if you don't mind, please. All right. You keep a close eye on Andros throughout the night. Mainly because you're just like expecting and looking over his body. It's fucking freaky. Like, it really, like, there's some points in the night where you just like walk up, you hold up his arm, and it genuinely looks like the skin all just like sags down the other side, and you're like almost just holding his bone in like a skin bag. It's very concerning. Eventually your watch goes off without a hitch, but before you all press your long rest buttons is where we will be bringing tonight's session to a close.
Right.
Well,
Oh, I wasn't speaking.
everybody was laughing
I
until
did
they
call it-
went.
I did call it last session when I said it's a meth lab.
You did
Yeah.
call it. So sometimes you have takes that are like so out there and like completely wrong. Sometimes you're just bang on the money.
At the start of the session, me and Shift also spoke about how the Carrion King's involved immediately.
How guilty do you guys feel? If any.
Not at all. We've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Why would we feel guilty?
Yeah.
I mean, before so Andros forged
You forged, yeah.
a business license, which is probably something literally anybody could forge, because it's like it's not really the most important to document.
I mean, it does contain the Lord's official seal on it, which you did forge.
Yeah, but has anyone even checked it in the document? No. What is there?
If Andros didn't do it, somebody else would have.
Exactly.
And the situation
just
would have
grab
played
it
out
off it.
exactly the same.
Oh, exactly. I don't think anyone should be responsible for what's happened.
Yeah, do you really think this evil criminal syndicate was held up by, oh no, we haven't got a license, we can't operate here now?
Mm.